that's something you could definitely do. However, with Lone Delphi being on Nova, he is actually known for his carry lance, so that's something we could potentially see in the jungle. I know that that's something that he's very comfortable on, but they are going to go for the Black Feather instead.
I'm not crazy about the Black Feather pick there unless they go for the Crystal Black Feather, because you're going to be going into melee against a Kroll, Rona, Churnwalker. Like, you're not going to come out on top in that situation when the team fights start up unless everyone else gets split. I think they had such a strong AoE composition being built up, and going away from that for their final pick, I would have liked to have seen them really just commit all in to the AoE comp that they had. We'll see if it works out for them, but obviously if they aren't successful here, that's going to be something we're going to be questioning.
Absolutely.
Look forward to the guys tearing them apart. Okay, picks are in, but before we dive further into what those selections mean, I would love to get a player to watch from both of you so we can keep an eye on them during the whole match. Bacon, why don't we start with Equinox Esports?
Yeah, this game coming up, it's just there's a lot of options, once again, for a player to watch. And as we go into it, for Tilt Rehab, I wanted to see what Jazzville was going to be able to bring to the table after yesterday. Didn't really perform all that well, and it's actually going to be subbed out this game. So we talked about how we might be seeing that after the first week.
Interesting to see Tilt Rehab have the 3 men down the mid for so long. Mid is very, very important in the early game.
We see nice a lot of Githian wall stopping Esmai from getting onto his target, but only temporarily. Esmai follows on through and finds that kill with Rona. First blood going to Tilt Rehab. I think we've seen once, maybe twice, that we saw him as a carry. I know we did get a chance to see it earlier today from Wolves Esports, but it obviously didn't have the success there. But has the Stormcrown already completed? Esme is going to be in some trouble, but doesn't have that red mist just yet. Now gets there, gets that level 6, gets the red mist, gets the fortified health, and stays alive to find the kill. Esme, great play with the help of his teammates and a clutch level up.
Oh my goodness, the only complaint, maybe Sino could have given
on top of a detrimental situation, but now as we go up into this top lane, you see Nova going to be shoving down this turret. They're going to be able to get that, but now Archaic and Ali Peterson are here to try and make them pay. Eco coming in late as well just to try and help his teammates. He's going to help at least Delphi try and get out of here, but will they can look to chase Eco down perhaps? It's a Lance you don't want to go chasing.
Pushing down really nicely. That's one thing that I think the Samuel can do early very effectively is push even into the Celeste. It's as we get to like past the 8-minute mark, once that Celeste hits level 8, things become a little bit harder. Nice push in here.
Yeah, nice job securing that tree, and Bada Bing's going to split them up, but it splits them completely away, and Sino's only able to have the time to throw a Solar Storm. So again,
slight hesitation too from Nova there. They should have just picked their target right away.
Yeah, instead it ends up being a kill for Tilt Rehab. Looking for another one. Delphi's going to get that heal coming through to keep him alive. And he's going to have to be very careful. Eco will end up falling. Truth and starting all over, looking to do what they can. Ali Peterson's going to go very low, but Can starting to find the damage. Malisenberg's going out. Can't quite get it around the minion to get that last hit needed. And so just like that, Tilt Rehab coming out way on top of this as Esme, after getting Bada Bing down towards the bottom lane, said, you know what? I'll just keep going and go take myself a turret. So great job by Tilt Rehab to capitalize on this situation.
And Rona, Esme doing a great job here. He's been pushing bot all day, all this whole time, and he's doing it right here, pushing it all the way to that next turret as he was able to secure one, but he might be...
Let's break out, and so Esme playing with no fear. We've seen this Rona get banned pretty frequently during the drafts this weekend. We're starting to see why. Truth going to try and make a play up here onto the Idris, and Idris has to use the ultimate.
Oh, no.
That's Maokai. He's going to be in trouble. Maokai will end up falling. Truth just outright 1v1ing him and winning that trade.
He tried to use it over the wall. And that's just a heads-up play by Truth, knowing that, hey, he's going to probably, like, moving away from the wall, not moving next to it.
And both Truth and Esme going for early infusions here, both of them with a level 8 infusion up. That's something we haven't really talked about much in 5v5 is infusions, but we're not going to get a chance to right now because that's a deletion taking down Delphi on the Tony. Starting all over, he's in trouble, but he's got that Drifting Dark going. He's healing up, sustaining on through, trying to get that AoE damage down. They nearly take out Ali Peterson. Can't quite find that kill. However, they're still looking for more Archaic. He's going to be in trouble, but so is Truth. Truth has to jump away. Lots of low health bars, but not too many kills coming as a result of this. Sino's still pretty healthy. can drop some Helios, maybe look for a little more damage. Starting is in danger now. One more hit will do it, but Sino doesn't want to risk going underneath that turret, doesn't want to risk getting impaled underneath and stuck.
That level 8 Celeste is so much damage. We actually saw the damage coming out of her was so much that the team had to completely separate because they were all lumped together in that mid lane, and then they just started to realize, holy crap, these supernovas are going to destroy us.
Yeah, Truth was trying to push in that top turret and realized that he was going to be surrounded 3-on-1. Esme showing Truth kind of how the split push works there as he takes it down a turret by himself. Erica Kane does get the kill when all is said.
Position-wise, keeps his head on straight. He brings so much damage. He cannot go down early. He needs his front line to protect him. I think Esme on this Rona has done a great job so far. Cruel as well. Archaic, they need to just protect him. Starting all over, going down against Samuel. That's what Samuel needs, is a good front line, and I think Lance could be that. But right now, Lance and Tony have not been able to keep starting all over alive. A lot of that starting needs to maybe be a little bit more cautious. That's another turret, so now all of your front row turrets are gone for Nova.
Yeah, Tilt Rehab doing a good job of pushing in these turrets when they have the opportunity. But like you said, focusing their targets, taking down, have the opportunity. Starting all over has not been able to have an impact in a team fight. You see 0-3-0 for his KDA. Truth does finally get that turret, but again, this is the second time now, the second or third time that he's just thrown himself at that top lane to try and take that turret down.
Well, he has to, because he's got no one else there to push with him, so he wants the objective. And his team, honestly, being pushed somewhere else, you could take that kill. But now this allows Tilt Rehab to move down here and push the mid continuously, probably look for a fight, almost get eco in that core collapse. There's a stun, so
pull him back with the chain. Solar Storm will rip on through and take Lance down. Starting all over, doing what he can. Erica Kane is here as well, has some good damage on this Blackfeather. It is a Crystal Blackfeather, one of the first CP Blackfeathers that we have seen this weekend. But look at these Helios just getting placed all over the place, preventing Nova from being able to push past this turret. If they try and go past the turret, they're going to just eat a ton of damage from the Supernovas. They try and do so now, and you see Delphi just eating chunks of his health. Meanwhile, that turret is about to fall as well. Great job by Tilt Rehab, just putting this pressure on, not allowing room to breathe. There's another Solar Storm going to go on through the team. Delphi and Starting both very low, but not low enough to really be in too much danger as Tilt Rehab starts to back away.
But Tilt Rehab's going to be able to clear out their jungle.
From Tilt Rehab, they have only lost those 2 turrets that Truth has pushed down in the top lane. So there's not really going to be many opportunities. Like, even if Nova wins a team fight, they still have so much work to do to even this game back up. And Tilt Rehab, they have been the ones in control. They've been dictating where and when fights happen. And Erica Kane going to take a lot of damage courtesy of Esme, who has been on fire this game with this Rona. There's a Solar Storm going to go on through onto Erica Kane, trying to just get them low enough, make it so that they can't defend this turret. As obviously they really want to take this one down over the wall. It's a nice Githian wall stun. Going to stun up multiple targets. They finally take down Sino. That's going to be big. Can they look for any more, though, is the question. Still a lot of blue health in this fight. There goes Esme getting knocked over the wall, courtesy of Abana Bing. Archaic is about to fall. They do trade for one. They finally take down another. That's going to be a big cleanup from Tony. Esme, the final member standing, and it's an ace for Nova Esports.
This is a huge fight. We just talked about they need to win one of these fights. They just can't sit back alone because they're going to continually give up objectives and gold. Now they're looking at split pushing while also taking Ghostwing here, which I didn't know Tony could solo it, but he's got a lot of those items. He's got that Storm Crown that allows him to really handle these objectives like Ghostwing very easily. I love the fact Samuel, Blackfeather, all of them just split lanes. They immediately knew where they needed to go. They were able to push it up. They need to build themselves some room.
Waiting over the wall.
Right.
Gets the vision stolen away, but he can't get the Ghostwing as a result.
So close.
That was so important that Nova took.
Like, they still have they're kind of backed up a little bit, and they really haven't found a way to push Rehab back into their side of the jungle, on their side of the map yet. We'll see. This fight should be the one that decides that right here. With this buff, they should be able to just engage and go after Rehab.
Yeah, this is potentially a fight that could decide the game, depending on which way it goes and how much is taken afterwards. I mean, you see the kills are close to even now, but the gold is still very much in favor of Tilt Rehab, and that's what Nova's going to have to be careful of. You look at the infusions, a lot of level 10 infusions, 1 level 12 for Truth, a couple of level 9 infusions actually on the side of Tilt Rehab, and Sino does not have an infusion for himself. You see Archaic in this bottom lane. This should be the trigger for Nova to go in and try and force a fight, knowing that Kroll is nowhere close. And here we go, underneath the turret. They're going to be looking for Sino, trying to get that kill. He's staying alive a long time. That's a great trespass and a good bada bing, knocking Maokai out of the fight a little bit. But it's going to be Nova finding the first kill. They take Sino down. They do lose their Samuel, however, and this is just all going all in. The Kroll has joined the fight, and Eco and Erica Kane are both so low. Delphi just barely hanging on for a little longer, but he's going to end up falling, and it is now the Idris finding a triple kill. Erica Kane, last member standing from Nova, is going to be chased down by Maokai. Nice job dodging out that on point, and that could be a no. Erica Kane turns it around, finds the kill. It is now a 4-on-3. Even if Erica Kane goes down here, it's fine. There's nothing that Tilt Rehab can gain off of this. Erica Kane, because he got that kill onto Idris, that was absolutely huge.
No, that was a big play because...
But Tilt Rehab, they're starting to drift up towards the Black Claw, so both objectives available. So which one are you going to prioritize? Erica Kane is in the bottom lane. Tilt Rehab saw that. They're trying to just get vision control. This is what I think is the smartest decision here. Get vision control over this area. Know where your opponents are. Know what they're trying to do so that you can then make your decisions based on that information. Information is key. A big Solar Storm rips through the team. That's going to start the fight. They want to get another Solar Storm off at the end, but now are they going to survive long enough? Sino very healthy on the backside. Lots of damage being done. Eco is the first to fall, and that's going to be big. Having that Lance CC machine out of the equation, but Nova finding themselves a few kills as well. It is 3-2 in terms of kills. They're going to chase down and find the kill out to Ali Peterson. Can they take down Sino? He has no other escape tools available, and Nova Esports have turned this one on its head. 5 for 2 is the trade, and now Nova can start pushing.
Really important to talk about the Atlas Pauldrons in that fight because there were some really well-timed ones. A lot of blocks coming out, but some, I believe it was Esme on the Rona that got slowed. That's important because she's got that breaking point. I couldn't tell if Archaic got slowed as well, so I'll have to go back and watch that. But again, slowing down those heroes because they're all about sustain. If they're just a little bit slower in doing their damage, that helps.
Buffed up minions. Go up towards the top lane. Go towards the side where Black Claw is. If the moment you see Tilt Rehab start up Ghostwing, if they decide to go that way, you either immediately start Black Claw or start shoving in that top lane. Force the members of Tilt Rehab to after answer you. Nova are actually the ones that are in control right now. They can dictate where this fight happens, but they're going in onto Ali Peterson. Here comes Esme. Big Solar Storm will nearly take out Eco, but he gets himself out for now. Can they continue to escape? Eco will fall. Archaic chases him down. Truth is in trouble, but he's going to find a kill before he falls, making that a 1-for-1 thus far. Archaic. Truth is actually out of there now. It's going to be the kill onto Tony, so Delphi will be the one to fall. Truth still just kiting, still trying to chase away by Archaic with that movement speed increase, and Maokai using the ultimate on his teammate to get closer to Truth and take him down. An excellent play there by Tilt Rehab, and they find 3 for 1.
If it wasn't for the fact that both top and bottom lanes had pushed all the way up, this would be an easy Black Claw by now. It looks like they're finally starting Black Claw here, but it was a little bit delayed, and that's actually going to favor Nova Esports. They'll all be on the map by the time Black Claw is captured, so they're not out of this one yet. But a really good fight by Tilt Rehab. It's important to note that like the way they engaged and focused on trying to make sure they can take out Delphi really fast. Truth, those are those two players they've just absolutely been decimated from. They have to definitely focus on them. It's an important Truth.
Erica Kane has to be careful here. They know that he's there. He knows that they're doing Black Claw, but I don't know if he's been able to see the health of Black Claw. Finally, they get a scout cam over the wall. They know where it's at, but it's just too late. They can't get in to try and steal it. Black Claw unleashed for Tilt Rehab. It's like, if you push with Black Claw, you win that fight, you win the game. The minions in your base won't matter, but they just felt like they had to clear that out. Black Claw is going to get 1, maybe 2 hits onto this turret before it goes down.
Oh, they don't even get the turret.
Nothing. It's landed, so both objectives now back up.
And this is officially the longest match of the preseason.
Yeah.
As I think the last match in Europe that did go pretty long was 26 minutes and change. This is now 27. And this is a kind of like unmapped area of like at this game where we've never really seen games go this late.
They see Blackfeather is in the top lane, and Tilt Rehab immediately capitalizing on the numbers advantage.
This is really smart.
Again, a couple of missteps from Nova, and I think they need to be focusing more on the top side of the map than they should be on the bottom. But they're going in for a fight anyway. They let Ghostwing do a bit of damage, and they're trying to go in there, getting S5 very low. But are they going to be able to take him out? It doesn't look like it just yet. That red mist is just burning on through. They find the kill onto Truth. He has dropped. They do take Esme out eventually. Starting all over, very healthy. Will find Sino, and now it is 2-1. Thus far, they're still looking for Maokai on this Idris, trying to dance around. They take down the Blackfeather. It's 2 for 2. Make that a 3 for 2 in favor of Tilt Rehab.
This is so
starting all over very low. Starting all over is no longer in the Drifting Dark. He got pulled out of it. He can't get back to the Drifting Dark. Throws the Oblivion. Puts one member to sleep. Snipes past the sleeping Ali Peterson and takes out another kill. Starting all over is playing out of his mind, but Ali Peterson's looking to make the plays 2-on-1. Finds one. This is a Turnwalker solo against 2 members. Finds the kills. Archaic can't hit, but he has the movement speed, and he will find the kill. But they still, I don't know if they have enough with 2 members, and the respawns are going to be coming through. They can't look to try and push into the base or end the game. There's a lot of minions top lane. I think that should be their call, but instead they're going to start Black Claw.
They were pretty far. This is where teleport boots really comes in handy if you had vision down there or something. They have nothing. They can't move in. So Vox is up. He's going to clear the lane. I mean, Black Claw could end it for them right now, but this is going to take them so long to secure Black Claw. You're going to have 3 members up from Nova. I mean, they could look to come in and steal this even. So it's a very risky play for the side of Tilt Rehab. I mean, I don't think it's that risky just because you see how durable they are. You see how long they can last. There's teleport boots in. They now have 3 members there. But look at how many members of Tilt Rehab are up now. They can make their way there, and they will have a numbers advantage. Another teleport boots in. We're so late in the game that they're selling their boots to buy teleport boots. The fight is on for Black Claw. It will be secured by the members of Tilt Rehab. And with only having the armory there, they need to push with this Black Claw. Nova from getting this damage onto the Black Claw. Esme rotating up the top.
Rotating up. He's going to try and rotate around. He wants to go for that armory. As long as you get in range, the armory's barrier is gone. Esme's just looking to drag members away from the Black Claw. Black Claw's already about halfway down. Nova going to be looking to try and clean that one out. Tilt Rehab, you need to go instead.
Huge Oblivion, by the way.
Great Oblivion from starting all over. And the fight is on. They're going in deep. They're looking to try and get the kill onto Archaic. He's so low, but he gets out on the backside. A big stun connects onto Delphi, but he's so durable. He's going to bada bing Sino, but no one can follow up. That's the problem. He's going to be traded. But they have so much damage now with Truth. Truth is untouched in this fight. Esme trying to do what he can, but it's not going to be enough. And Nova Esports have cleaned up the fight. They take down Tilt Rehab. They have a vulnerable Vein Crystal, and they will end this 30-minute marathon of a game.
You got to focus down Truth there. 25 stacks. He's just going to outscale you, and he's got some lifesteal as well. Tasty, what an incredible comeback from Nova.
Absolutely amazing, managing to turn that game around. It looked at around the 9 to 10 minute mark like this game was going to be ending in favor of the side of Tilt Rehab within the next 5 to 8 minutes. And instead, it goes for an additional 20. And Nova Esports turn it around and take themselves the victory.